that actually connects directly to me. No, but
I feel like it does for a lot of people.
yeah,
Welcome to the the everyday American life. I feel like
to Earth, right?
Uh,
Life on Earth.
um,
Um,
yeah,
well, should I tell you who I wanted to connect to, or who I was
sure,
hoping?
yeah, if you'd like, yeah, absolutely,
Well,
absolutely.
one of my brothers just recently passed away, and I was just wondering if he had anything to say to me or any updates. Do you need his
Okay,
name
okay.
or?
Nope. The less information that I have, the better, because I want to make sure that everything I'm getting is with my abilities, my gifts, and not any kind
Right.
of information given. But and even that number 26, I'm telling you, this is connecting to you. So just we don't have to try to figure it out. It will connect later, but I want you to think of it as being the 26th of a month, the age of 26. This can be February 6th when I get 2 and 6, February 6th. So, and the 8, yes, but sometimes I feel that's a bit of a stretch. But what was interesting, I have to
More.
tell you, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying more so 26 rather than 8.
Right,
I mean,
right. Yeah,
the number 26. Okay.
yeah. Just keep it in mind for sure. But what was interesting is I counted out the 26 card in my deck, and I happened to pull this strength card. And I'll show on the video here if you go back and if you're watching, but this beautiful strength card has the number 8 on it. I thought, okay, this is interesting.
Oh, wow.
So very number based. And so 8 can also be August or the 8th of a month. So just again, I would say keep those two in mind. But
August is the month I was born as well.
oh, beautiful. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
taking
have
it.
like a strange connection with August and Thursday for some reason. Right.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Now, I was hearing a 2-syllable D name. I kept getting like Donnie or Donald, David, 2-syllable D name. Do you connect with that?
Wow. Actually, I mean, I could be because I mean I've honestly like 15 core friends pass away within the last 2.5 years.
Oh,
So
bless your heart.
there is a person that's name was Donald. Donald.
Okay. Okay. And Donald is in spirit, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I feel like I have Donald here because I when I connect and my clairaudient kicks in and I start to hear names very specifically, they're a strong energy. So I feel like we may have Donald here. So just keep that in mind. Now with your brother, uh, okay. Um, Are you a family of all the same names, like all A's are connected or are named after others, so namesakes?
Actually, no. My mom named me after the Greek goddess of the wilderness, Greek
Yeah,
mythology.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
We've all got actually different names.
Gotcha. And does your brother have the same connection with his name? Like your mom named you after the god?
Actually, no, because my dad got to name the boys, so he wanted his name was Rennie, but he wanted the boys to have very, very simple names.
What was his name?
As not be teased. What's my brother's name?
Yes.
Timothy. Tim.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's too funny. But dad's like, nope, I'm giving him a name that they won't be.
Yeah,
they won't be teased.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna quiet my mind for just a moment, see if I can't get anything from Timothy.
Or I mean,
Donald.
if there's Donald, what does Donald have to say?
I really feel there's a strong connection with him, and um, the message, I guess, if you will, or the feeling that I'm getting from Donald is that, well, I'll tell you, at the end of his passing, um, and even after, he's shown me that there was some maybe disagreement, I guess, if you will, about what to do next. And for example, and this is just an example, hypothetically speaking, he was cremated, but he didn't want to be, or there were some things that were done that he's just shown me that wanting the family to know that he's okay with everything, that because this has really caused some tension. So
There's discrepancy. Okay.
yeah, so I would say just keep that message in mind if you get that opportunity, or
Okay.
to share that message, I would say. But I know I only have a few minutes here. I've got another caller, but I do want to tell you one thing I was feeling the minute you said Timothy's name. I really felt this sense of him um, uh, being a bit of a protector of you, but also
Yeah.
relying on you for advice. It felt to me that he very much protected you, but respected you, if that makes sense.
It does.
And yeah, and he, I not sure, I don't know what age he passed, but I keep getting mid 40s. He keeps showing me that he's like, I keep getting, for whatever reason, the number 47, 47. So again, that can be April 7th, but or 47 to age.
Probably like April 7th or right. He was just before Easter.
Okay, perfect. So and really, I would say, just kind of to wrap it up in a sense, but the strongest message I feel from him is that, boy, he says you need to listen to the music. He says listen to the music. So I'm not sure how that may connect, but through music,
Okay.
he's trying to communicate with you. So listen to the songs, listen to the words. I feel like you'll see
Okay.
that connection with him. And he must have been a smoker, my friend, because I can smell smoke, or or marijuana, because I smell pot. So I
He
don't
was
know if he
kind of a
did, but
closet smoker. He didn't smoke pot, but
yes,
he smoked cigarettes.
yes, he did. It's very
Kind of
strong in my
closet
room
like.
right now.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Um.
And that can
So
very well be his sign.
can you I mean, just real quick, I have to change. I know you're in a hurry, kind of, but can you just tell me, like, is this period that I'm going through gonna be over soon with some kind of happy resolution, or I'm just
Yeah, and this has to do with the financial struggle, right? You were mentioning earlier.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
okay. Yeah.
or
I
just rather
do.
the way people ever.
Yeah. Okay. No, I feel like the biggest advice or suggestion I would say for you is, for one, I keep feeling like there's a lot of outside noise, influence, and I really feel your best interest is to shut that out and to mute that, because I feel that influence is just going to delay um, the time period for things to get better. So
Yes,
I really, so does that make sense?
just ignore it. You mean, and just go on my
Yes.
way.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't let it affect
Yes,
me.
exactly.
That does
Yes.
make sense.
Yes.
It's just the rest of the family members.
I know. It's
There's
so
only
hard.
there were five of us. There's only three now left.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I say,
Yeah.
just watch after you, and, keep that good positive energy going out there. Okay.
Do I have good energy, or can you tell?
Yeah, no, I feel like I do.
You can tell me the truth,
I
no.
see the potential. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, all right, my friend, I've got another caller on, but I appreciate you calling and I hope this helps just a little bit for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful day and wonderful night. Thank you so much. I appreciate your
Thank
energy
you.
and everything.
You're so welcome. All right. Take care, hon. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. All right. I'll take or my next caller is Melissa in Kentucky. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Hi, this is Stephanie, the mini medium. How can I help you tonight?
I don't really have any specific questions, just mainly wanting to know, if I'm on the right path. I mean, things have been pretty rough over the past year or so, and kind of wondering, relationship wise, financial, everything. I'm just, if everything's going to start to look up.
Yes, yes. Okay. I'll tell you, I don't know if this helps any, um, but it seems to be the common thing going on right now in the world. I see so many people and provide so many readings, and a lot of people are in that same energetic space. So, if anything, no, you're not alone, my friend. You're not alone. Um, Unfortunately, but I do feel some things that I would say that I see coming for you. Um, really is having to do with well, do you have, can I ask, do you have children? Because I see three children around you. I see three.
Okay, well, I have a daughter and a grandson, and my son passed away when he was born,
Ah,
but that's it.
okay. That would be the three. Okay, beautiful.
Okay.
So you've got the three childlike energy around. Perfect. Okay. So, and one
And
thing that
I do have an issue with my daughter right now. That could maybe, if anything comes through about that.
yes, and that's what I'm seeing. That's the first thing that I feel is coming up is just the connection with your, children or with your daughter.
Hmm.
And the one thing that I feel too is uh, it, when I connect with her, and I don't have her permission to enter her energetic space per se, but just intuitively, I feel that she's really she's struggling with, being a bit of a lost soul, is, and her
Hmm.
kind of not quite sure where she's heading, uh, is a bit reflecting back onto you and others. And so it's,
Hmm.
it's
That makes a lot of
unfortunate.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard because I'm a mom too. And when our babies are
Hmm.
hurting, we want to
Yeah,
try to help
she's
them.
just recently, yeah, she's a new mom, a new wife, all together, my grandson is just barely over a year old, and I haven't got to see them or speak to them since he was about 6 months old. And it's just about
Oh,
killed me. And my daughter and I always had the best relationship.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's hard. I know, I know. Our
Oh yeah.
grandbabies and our children are so important, for
Oh yeah.
sure.
I
And
didn't even know love until I met that grandbaby.
oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
I know exactly. I have three. I have three now,
Oh wow.
and they're just
I mean, I love my
they're
daughter, but oh
amazing.
my gosh. Yeah.
Yes, I know. There's nothing like being a grandma, right? Nothing like it. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
amazing. But and I feel really a lot of what I'm seeing is just for one, give it some time. I do feel, that she needs some space. She needs some time, not being too overzealous or, trying to, get into her space too much. Because I do
Right.
feel she's very overwhelmed. Um, but to still keep that connection with her, and whether it's
Hmm.
just, sending cards or a present or just a simple text, because I
Right.
know that she needs you right now. I can feel it. She needs you, but she's
Okay.
just so overwhelmed. Um, and
I think she's
I
being
and I
like
really,
really not manipulated as much, but influenced, I guess you could say.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There's something. outside, influence, noise, or whatever you want to call it, that I feel
Yeah.
she's really struggling with, to,
Yeah.
to take sides per se.
Yeah.
But I do feel like this within the next 3 months. I keep feeling like, right about September, that things start to, in a sense, get better. But I feel like not just with the relationship with her, but also just in general with a lot of what you got going on. And one thing that, okay. Yeah, I also, are you working? Do you work?
No, I need to work. I want to work. That's another problem I'm having.
Yeah. Okay. And that just kind of validates. I just kept feeling like wherever you were at right now, just wasn't working. Well, obviously that makes sense. Needing to find work. And I really do, I feel here in the next about 3 weeks, by the end of, I guess mid-July, I would say just watch for this new opportunity. And I want you to know, I do feel when you apply or put your resume out for these jobs, step out of your comfort zone, because I feel if you don't step out of that comfort zone of what you know, then you're just going to get stuck in that same rut of the same thing that you just didn't enjoy in the past. Yeah. Step out of, it's like when you see a listing and it tells you all of the qualifications, and then one or two things you're like, gosh, I don't know how to do that, or
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah, good.
That's exactly what I do.
Perfect. Because I'll tell you, I feel like here in, like I said, in the next 3-ish weeks, about the July time, mid-July, having that opportunity so that you can, start to see, the monetary gain of that. But I really like where I see you going with work, because I feel like it's just going to fill up that soulful cup. So you are a giver and a healer.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I said you are a giver and a healer. There's no doubt.
I am. Yeah, I am almost to fault.
Yeah, yes. So, whatever position this is, that, this job, I would say definitely, it not necessarily make sure that it's 100% filling up that soulful cup of wanting to help others, but, at least a little bit. So you feel like you're accomplished by the end of the workday, and
do you see anything as far as my current relationship? I mean, it's not, it's new-ish, I guess you could say. We've been together for about a year, but still new to me, but
yeah. And I do feel it with the relationship, it feels to me that the momentum of it, the relationship, I feel is at a good pace. I wouldn't say to rush it or, or force anything. Just enjoy and take the time. I do feel with your partner that they do have, they got a lot going on in their past that I feel they haven't had a chance to work on or know how to. So I feel the two of you separately, doing your own shadow work and your own soulful work, and then bringing that together is how things will, be successful. So, just give it some time with that too, taking things slow for sure.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, my friend. Well, I hope that helped you. I've got about a minute left, but I appreciate you for calling and trusting me to give you this beautiful reading. And I'll be sending you lots of good love and light and positive energy, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Have a great night, my friend.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right. What a beautiful night. Such great connections and messages. I cannot wait to see everybody next week. So please go follow my Facebook page at Stephanie's Tarot Reading, or my Instagram now is minimedium75, and TikTok, minimedium75. And I will see you guys next week. Have a beautiful weekend. All right. Bye, guys.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Eleanor Gray's Psychic Destiny with Eleanor Gray. Live from GraceDestiny.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Eleanor Gray's Psychic Destiny
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello everyone, hi, it's Eleanor Grace here from UK, London, excuse, frog in my throat, London in England in the United Kingdom. How are you? I hope you're enjoying your day and that you are ready as well for some psychic messages, some live readings which are free here, live on air from Moonstruck TV and A1R Psychic Radio. We have some of the best psychics and mediums and clairvoyants and readers throughout the UK and also throughout the USA and Canada and the rest of the world, Australia too, and Europe. So let's have a look at how we can sort of make your day really by giving you some free psychic information. How do we do that? Well, firstly, we are naturally gifted, but we use tarot cards as well. Here's one that I will show you here. This is the Eight of Wands. It's one that is about a time scale. So we can use cards really to look at the time scale of everything that is around us. So when are we going to meet somebody? What is going to happen? How happy might we be in the future? And what's around the corner? Are we looking for a job? Are we looking for a house move? Are we looking for new things to occupy our lives? So all of these elements we can see and give psychic guidance in a reading. I also use crystal ball. This one here is my quartz crystal, and this one is pure quartz. It's rock crystal. And as we are going through readings, what I like to do is to look into the crystal ball, see what I can see, I'm looking for universal images. Sometimes there are stars here, sometimes there are opportunities here that show for yourself and for the future pathway. You can see that we have some platforms. You can look here really prominently, and we've got, here some bright lights, and I look to those bright lights to see those universal images and pass it on to you. It might be an initial of somebody, perhaps a spirit, somebody who's passed over, a loved one, maybe an ancestor, or somebody who's crossed your path along the way. And that happens frequently. We do meet our soul family as well, not just our blood family, but in this lifetime, you will meet people who are your mentors or soulmates, and they often gather in visual aids like this, where you have crystal and you have the opportunity to take a little look and to see who is there. And this is how I connect to spirit, to loved ones who have passed over, but also to your spirit guides as well. Now we have Teresa here, who is from Indiana, on the line. Hello there, Teresa. Let's have a little look at your cards and your crystal ball. How are you doing there, Teresa?
Hi.
Hi there. Hi. You're through to me, Eleanor Grace, and we are live on air now. And I've just got a crystal ball here, which is a quartz crystal. So I'm going to move that a little bit closer into view and have a look for you into your crystal ball here, Teresa. There's lots of questions on your mind because I have question marks very, very much around you. And we can see this here along the horizon. I've got these great big question marks, and I think this is you in your life at the moment now, sort of really thinking, well, what's happening? What am I going to do next? And how am I going to push my life forward? How am I going to take care of people as well? There's a name that's coming through. I want to give you Bob. Do you know somebody with that name, Teresa?
Bob?
Bob, B-O-B, Bob. No?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. It may well be just a nickname for Robert, but I do have that name strongly coming through. When that comes through in a reading, and it's from Spirit, because this is a gentleman in spirit, you may well think about it later, because it could be a person that doesn't come to mind straight away, but it's certainly very prominent for you. So just hold on to that and you'll work it through. It will work its way out. I also see this pathway for you, which is brilliant. It's shining brightly like diamonds here as an illumination in your crystal ball, which is fabulous. So I think that you are taking lots of initiative with the questions that you have. You are going to be certainly persevering a lot to get what you want. So there's a will here for you to force your way forward. New opportunities are coming your way, Teresa. You're making them happen. You're making everything sort of really prominent in your life. And let's see what's here. We've got the World card as well. I want to show you this card. This is about expansion and also about international flavors. So you're on an international program now and you're being given the world. So we're looking at the crystal in the first place, and the crystal will show you absolutely which way to go. And this is a new pathway, new beginning for you. And then we've got the world card, and the world will open up your life emotionally as well as. So you will have to consider your relationships at this time, and you will have to think about new developments too. Have you separated ties from somebody? Because I feel that there's been a break in a relationship, and now you're about to launch your life and yourself into a new beginning. Okay, so that separation, hard and fast. It cut deeply. I feel that it's crossed you, it's crossed your chest here. Maybe you've had breathing problems as well, anxiety, or a bit like that. That's what I'm feeling with you. And the name of Bob or Robert, I think, is important in the future for you. So just hang on to that, because I feel that that person is coming. I've talked to you as well about mentors and spirit guides, and those elements that we don't really know a lot about. We're here on this earth to live a life and to enjoy it and to be alive and to thrill ourselves with all the excitement that life can bring. And that's what's happening to you now, Teresa. You've got this separation. This is the card that you actually took, where you've got this element here around your chest. So breathing is an issue. Have you found that? Have you found that you've got a bit of anxiety going on there?
I actually have had more anxiety for a while now. My husband actually just left me the day before Thanksgiving, and I've been having more breathing problems. So I'm lost. I feel lost. I keep running into signs this is just a new beginning, but it feels like it's over in a way. I just want him back. I miss him. We've spent 10 years together.
Yeah. It is over then. It is over. He isn't here in your reading, and he isn't returning. So the reason for that I'm getting is from your crystal is that he just doesn't know what to say to you. And there's another person as well in his life. Are you aware of that?
I know I have a sister-in-law who is helping him with everything that's going on.
When you say helping him with everything that's going on,
like divorce, helping the divorce and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just helping him with everything, signing papers, figuring stuff out.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel that there's a reason that this has happened and that he has gone, and it's not your fault. I don't feel, Teresa, that this has really got anything to do with you. You did nothing wrong. You were there loving and trusting your husband, that he was being honest and earnestly working for you, the two of you together, but he wasn't. He was playing away. He was, looking at other opportunities for himself. And that's where you've got to be tough. You've got to get tough now. And you have to look at things differently with a different perspective. And you will do, because this is coming into your life very soon. You've got here the Ace card as well. Let me just bring it into view for you. This is the Ace of Swords. It's all about you taking the mental initiative, so being mentally strong. Emotionally, I think you're quite grounded. I don't feel that there's anything more that you can do or say. What has happened has happened. You've been upset, but you're still here. You're still here to tell the tale, and you are going to be meeting somebody new. There's something much, much better for you in the future. This is what your spirit guides are saying to you. This is what is going to help you through this time, Teresa. And that name of Bob is certainly there for you in your future. I'm wishing you well, and I'm wishing that you will start things anew. You've got this page, and the page and the ace together give you that new beginning. So yes, I'm sure that you have been told that there's a new beginning and that this will be better for you, and it will be. And look at my background here. We've got hearts coming through tonight, or today. It's this evening in London. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. But this is a time now where you can grasp your opportunities and just start again. It's hard, but you're not giving up. You're not going to lose. You have more to gain than ever before. And this was always there as part of your destiny. And the Ace of Swords is like that fairy magic. And it tells you that this is destined. It was always going to happen. And part of you was too trusting of the man that has walked away, too trusting to believe that he was being honest with you. Truth is coming out. So let me just take a timescale card here for you. I feel as though this was, so you're trapped at the moment. You've got your hands tied here at the moment, and your hands are sort of tied together, locked in this, well, I can see where I want to go, but I can't actually get there. I can see what everybody is telling me, but I can't actually move towards that goal. And that's an awful feeling, so frustrating here for you. So I'm with you all the way. You've got your children there as well, I can hear. But this is now your time to embrace you and to think, okay, everything is possible now. Nothing is impossible. The worst has happened that you would ever have thought years ago. So let's get on with it. Let's move on and let's show the world how good I am at restoring my life to fulfillment, and that's what you're going to do. So I'm wishing you all the best, Teresa. If you want another more in-depth reading with me in a few weeks maybe, then you can get a hold of me and book a reading online on gracedestiny.com. So I look forward to speaking to you again. But it's been a pleasure reading for you, and fingers crossed that everything goes well. Bye for now then, Teresa. And I'm now going to welcome Leanne. Or is it Leanna there? Ileana. And hello there. Are you on the line? It's Eleanor Grace that you're through to.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Thank you for waiting patiently. Yes, I'm good. I'm great. Let's have a look at you. My name's Eleanor. I'm reading for you from London in the UK. And I'm just shuffling a few cards here because I feel that we need some fresh energy around you. Are you feeling that? Are you feeling as though you just need everything refreshed and everything new? Because I want to clear the decks and sort of start all over again, have a clean sheet of paper and start writing on it more or less straight away to say, what's going to happen in my life? So I feel that you're refreshing everything anew. I think you've got people gathering around you as well. So maybe there's a party, a celebration, people that you haven't seen for a while who are going to be important. Here we've got the Ace of Wands. So I'm just going to show you this card here. It's very significant because this is about your workplace, your creativity, your hobbies, and everything that is going to mean so much to you in the near future. And when you have the Ace, it's a dynamic force, and it's really saying to you, it's a point in destiny now that you're not going to miss. An opportunity will be presented to you. This is connected to work, so it's a job or a promotion or something amazing that is, well, wow, I never thought that I would have the chance to take that level of responsibility. So I think you are being exalted. You're being told here from the cards that this is now a chance and an opportunity for you to shine. So show off your skills, show off your talents, be very assertive about your own skills and push yourself forward, because there is a chance now for you to shine. Let's have a look into your crystal and let's see what we can see here. This is the crystal that I'm using. I've got the initial of straight away here in the crystal ball, so that will be relevant, but it's in the workplace here rather than in spirit. But you do have souls in spirit around you as well. So you're a very spiritual lady, aren't you? I also feel that you're quite psychic. You've got those high levels of intuition, your senses are heightened, and that you have got opportunities that really are fabulous. You know, you're looking here into the center of the crystal, and everything is very much a sort of love area. So this is your heart, this is your heart chakra. You're wanting to love everybody else and give out a lot of affection, and you're also wanting to be cuddled and held dear and loved yourself. So a great deal of love is now coming into your life, but also this wonderful chance for you to feel absolutely positive in your career area, to take on this new role, to be given new responsibility. That's happening quite quickly. The first week in January, very important time for you. And January, later on in the month, there's also going to be some memory decks here. So it's like you're going to be able to sit and remember and look through photographs and perhaps reconnect with some old friends, because memories and the past will come flooding back in January, towards the end of January. But the beginning of January gives you the best New Year's start ever. So you're going to be enthralled here with possibilities. So I think that the M is going to stand for Michael. So I'm going to give you that. Michael, Mick, any connotation of that name. So that's important next year. And look for him in your career path, areas where you're working, where you're playing as well. So jobs and hobbies are sort of very much mixed together. And there are 3 different areas that are shining out to me here in your crystal ball that will be creativity as well as work. So you're wearing 3 different hats here, Liana, so you're likely to be working all hours, working hard at creating something for yourself. Do you want to go into a business? Because I feel that this is, very much the energy of you who is working towards your own personal goal, but that's going to be inclusive of your own ideas and your own projects, your own products, or your own creative energy to make something out of nothing. And this is what I feel is going to drive you. Do you understand that? Is that something that you would like to do?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So have you got business ideas already?
Yes, I do.
I thought so. Well, first week in January, third week in January, these are times, key times, to really promote yourself. So perhaps get ready, be prepared, make everything happen by putting things together, whether it's a profile, whether it's a portfolio of products that you want to share with everybody else, or a creative idea, whatever it is. Those times need to be looked upon as exceptionally favorable. There's other times throughout the year as well, but I feel that whatever it is that you're going to get involved in, it's a lot to do with women, with females, with wanting to promote women in particular, or having goods or services for women. But use that intuition that you've got, because you've got that spiritual connection, which is very, very strong. And here, this is one of your cards that I've taken. This is about a lady who, I think when you were younger, you perhaps didn't know quite what to cling on to. When you were perhaps much, much younger, had not really a great direction. And I don't feel that you were helped a great deal either, that your background, your, perhaps supportive network wasn't as strong as it could have been. So you've had to really find your way independently. Well done to you, because I feel that that needs to be celebrated here in your life, and that you need to grasp that and perhaps congratulate yourself a little bit. We forget to do that, don't we? We don't celebrate ourselves and say, hooray, we've made it. We've done something really great. And that's what I want you to do. This is a turning point for you now, and you're turning a corner. You're going into a new phase. There's a loss as well that I feel has been very sad before. But this is not somebody who you would necessarily expect. This seems to be a loss of a friend or a person that was dear to you. Maybe you haven't been in contact with them, and that is quite sad. I'm not talking about a relationship here, a love relationship. I'm talking about a friendship, maybe an old school friend, but you're going to hear about this person very soon. But there's a sadness and a sense of loss. Do you understand that? Is there somebody who sort of left your life that you never knew why?
Yeah, there's a few people.
All right, okay. Well, it seems to all come together, Ileana. So the news is on the way to you, and you're being given a chance to understand and to put things together like a jigsaw piece, to be able to say, I got it now. I know why that happened. So use your intelligence, and this new projection that is there for you is so positive and exciting. So are you looking for a new job or a new promotion that's here? Are you looking for this level playing field where you can just launch yourself again? Is that something that you really want to do?
Yes, I have been.
Okay, so look for business opportunities and look for support around you as well. Support in those areas is very important. It's a key factor now in how you're going to address the coming year. So business, think about everything that you like to do, everything that is appealing to you. Things that are hobbies can turn into business success. First comes a new job, the beginning of January, going through forward towards the end of January. That's your starting point. That's when everything gets going. Let's have a look at a card here that really is your totem. Now, this is the Magician. You may not be able to see that too well, but this is the magical influence of something unexpected happening out of nowhere. So all of these events that you're looking at are coming in completely out of nowhere, and you will be surprised, really surprised at how you respond. There's also a man that is here that I think wants to take hold of your hand and sort of lead you into a future pathway, but you're very hesitant to grab a hold of his hand back and go with him. So there's some caution here as well around relationships, and you're right to be cautious and to really test the waters and make those that you want to trust be very solid and to be able to be relied upon. And that, I think, is down to you to make sure. So is that how you're feeling about the person that's in your life now? Yeah. So you can't really rely upon him. And I just feel that there's that sense of, I'm not trusting this person that much, so I've got to go somewhere on my own. I've got to make my own way. And perhaps then I will be strong enough to make some other more difficult decisions later on. So I'm wishing you well with that, Ileana. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Don't forget, my name is Eleanor Grace. Now, if you would like a reading with me, then hop over to my website, which is gracedestiny.com. You can book online for any one of my readings. It's great from the dollar to the pound at the moment. Just remember the time difference, or direct message me and I'll get back to you. Lovely to see you, and I will see you again, same time next week, and keep well and keep happy. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for the Wendy McCallum Show with Wendy McCallum. Live from divineintuition.co.uk.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is the Wendy McCallum Show
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening and welcome. Hello, my name is Wendy McCallum. I'm a psychic medium from Camberlane, Surrey, originally from Scotland, so you'll hear a little bit of an accent there. And you're watching A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. How's your week been? It's been so hot here in the UK. So yeah, and do you know what? It just seems like the week has just gone in a blink of an eye and we're back here again. So the energy is really, really fast paced at the moment. I hope you're finding that. So we normally start off my show. My lovely dad in Scotland gives me a little bit of a fun fact from where I come from. So this week he told me that William Wallace's dad actually lived in a castle in Kilmarnock. Now, William Wallace, you probably remember Braveheart, and Mel Gibson played him in Braveheart, and he was one of the first main leaders during the First War of Scottish independence. So there you go, there's your little fact for this week. So as I say, thank you for joining us. I'm looking at the energy, I'm feeling the energy, and I've been feeling what's going on this week. So how have you been feeling? Because I don't know about you, I've been a bit out of sorts. I've been a bit tired, a bit lethargic, a bit meh. You know, like when you just don't have that energy in you. So let me explain something to you. We are going through a bit of a vibrational shift, shall we say. You know, we're going through an ascension process. So it might be a spiritual awakening, or it might be some sort of ascension, okay? And when you go through this, or when you start through this, it can be really quite, I don't know, you just feel really out of sorts. So as I say, you might feel low, you might feel sad, you might have found that you've been crying. You might feel really fatigued, you could be tired. Another thing that you really get that I've noticed is a sense of you don't belong and you want to go home, but you don't know where home is, you know. And, you know, you might have neck pain. I've been suffering with a lot of tension or pain in the back of your neck and lots of headaches. And it's really difficult because you don't understand what's going on, and there is so many symptoms indicative to this. You know, you can get upset tummies, memory loss, irritability, hot flushes, you know, almost like menopausal symptoms as well. So God love you if you're a bit like myself, you get through the menopause on top of these vibrational shifts, it can be pretty hard. Ascension, what is ascension? You know, ascension is like stepping into a higher level of awareness or a higher level of consciousness. And in order to get there, we've kind of got to shed the ego a bit. And it's about gaining control of the future through consciousness, okay? So the Earth itself has gone through a bit of a historic shift in vibration. So as the Earth goes through that vibration, so do we. Some feel it more than others. We've got the sensitives, the intuitives, we call them HSPs, which is highly sensitive people, you know, and they tended to be the leaders of the herd back in the day of Stone Age, cavemen, whatever. But we are spiritual beings and we all operate on vibration, energy or frequency. And we're moving really from a 3D dimension or a 3D reality into a 5D reality. Now, I'm not going to get too woo-woo on you because I think sometimes it's just a bit too much, yeah. But basically the third dimension or the third dimension as the physical world, this world here that we live in, okay? And the fifth dimension is a non-physical world. So that's about a level of consciousness that can only really be experienced by awakening spiritually. So for ascension to occur, we have to undergo, like going through the shadow. And for me, that's about shedding the lower frequencies to allow for that spiritual awakening. Okay, so the lower frequencies, and I'm not talking about anything negative, is sadness, grief, loss. The higher frequencies is love, abundance, gratitude. And we've got to go through this process of kind of letting go of things that don't serve us for our highest good. And baggage, the emotional and baggage, physical baggage that we've been carrying through life as we go, you know, we've all got the potential to have a wonderful future for us. But we need to understand that we need to let go of these limiting beliefs that we create in our mind that'll stop us from experiencing that. So I thought I would talk you through a little bit of a meditation, if that's okay with you, just to help you release some of this and move forward a little bit, you know, so that you can embrace the things that you want. I don't know if you notice, I'm sitting here and I'm holding this lovely quartz crystal. So that's sending out this lovely healing energy. And I've also got some amethyst and some rose as well, sitting with us to heal it out. Now, I've got some lovely tuning fork. When I was in hospital, when I was a bit poorly, the spirit world came really, really close to me and told me about the importance of sound and sound frequency. So I've been doing a lot of work since I got out of hospital, learning about sound frequency. So this one here is 174 hertz. And 174 is about relieving pain, tension. It's like the it's like a reset, yeah. It helps with migraines, neck pains, and it promotes and encourages the feeling of being safe and feeling loved. And it also brings forth courage and to help you heal. So that's that one. This is 396. 396 is about releasing fear and guilt. And it's connected to the root chakra. And the root chakra, as you probably know, is about survival, how you survive in the physical world. And this one helps with fear, anxiety, and safety. Okay. This one's 417, and it releases negativity and past trauma. And it's connected to the sacral chakra, which these are great for manifesting. And the sacral chakra is all about your creativity. So I am going to, if you just want to take a little moment, center yourself and just quieten your mind and just close your eyes. And in your mind, repeat after me. I now clear any blocks stopping me connecting to the divine, receiving divine guidance, intuition, and wisdom. Third eye. I now clear any negative cords or attachments that do not serve for my highest good, that are draining me of my vitality and accessing higher consciousness. Ears. I am now clearing all the negative energy I absorbed through sound, through talking, and listening to other people. Throat. I now clear any blocks or negative energy from preventing me speaking and expressing my truth. The heart center. I now clear and release any energy that is stopping or blocking me from giving and receiving love, joy, and building meaningful relationships. The solar plexus. I now clear any energy blocking me from standing in my power, from owning my space and being confident. sacral center, I now clear any energy or blocks stopping me from exploring and expressing my creativity and my desires. The root center, I now clear any blocks preventing me from experiencing abundance and from being grounded. Namaste. Thank you for listening to me this evening, and please replay this over and over again. Play it every day for the next week or so, and I guarantee you'll start feeling so much better. You'll feel much lighter, you'll feel lifted, and visualizing that energy just dropping away that no longer serves for your highest good. Thank you so much for being with me this evening. My name's Wendy McCallum. You can book a reading with me at Divine Intuition.